TechyKids.com, just to give you some background, I've been kind of teaching robotics for the past probably 5 or 6 years now. I used to teach with the Lionstorm, and now I teach with this robot called Thymio. Whereas there might be a lot of toys in this world that is kind of a one-time use thing, this is something that actually helps them learn, grow. They go from a visual programming language to seeing the code get composed in real time. You get access to all the sensor data. There's more than 20 sensors inside this robot. There's more than 40 different lights. All of it is fully programmable. You can also graph it. So while my 4-year-old niece can program this robot, and 2-year-olds can see it follow their hand, also colleges are using this robot to teach programming classes and giving an understanding, because this isn't just a robot as a toy, it's a platform. So when you have an idea, you can use this robot to actually create, build, well, how would I do it? And you get that first prototype, and then that lets you create the foundation for, ooh, well, why don't we try this? And what if this was a real product? And so they went through this process of actually, who would want this robot? Why would they want it? How would I build it? How would I code it? What's my logo going to look like? How am I going to present it? How am I going to communicate it? And if I were to write instructions in the box, what would the instructions say? Okay? And so they actually had to think through the process, because sometimes they came up with an idea and I was like, okay, well, would they want it? Would they buy it? And they're like, well, no. Okay, we have to come up with a new idea. Because they're not going to get funding for the idea if no one would buy it, right? So, so this is how you litmus test your idea to find out if it's good, if it's going to work, or whatnot. And so it's is it from a business perspective feasible, and is it from a technical perspective? Is it possible using the motors and the sensors that you actually have? So it's pretty cool. And I'm excited to show you this. Also, what we're going to be doing in the future is actually having online classes, because not every teacher has a technical background with experience with kids. So wouldn't it be great to have a program where the kids could learn the modules, the technical nuggets, and then have a classroom where the teacher does the entire knowledge keeper and the gatekeeper, but they can learn the content and then use the classroom as the lab, and the teacher becomes the facilitator and answers questions. So the cool thing about the projects that these created, it's not like I said, this is the project, go ahead and do it, this is the project. They came up with the project, they came up with the ideas, and they took a project that they were interested in and turned it into something. So it's important to realize that, because that makes them working on a project that they're interested in, as opposed to a project I'm interested in or already know the answer to. So there's a lot of improvisation that goes into this camp, because I have no idea what these projects are going to look like, and these are your kids' work. So over here under Submit Project, all of your kids actually have their projects online, and the purpose for this is to inspire other kids to see, do, and share. Because it's one thing to create and not share it out, it's another thing to be able to create and show it and communicate it, because that way other people can understand and the world can build off of it, because we talked about that's how technology is. You know, once you let it out into the world, people can build and it can go farther and farther. And even if you came across a block, someone might be inspired by your idea, build onto it, and then you might see it again and build onto it. There's a lot here. All of it is online, and pretty soon there's going to be an online curriculum, so even if you're in Australia, your kids could be doing robotics.